Hello, hello, beloved cosmic familia, and welcome back to this channel. We are going to reflect a little bit on yesterday's channeled messages, circa July 2018. Of course, in the headline of the video, I just put circa 2018, but it is specifically July. And we are going to revisit some of these channeled messages before we move forward and expand and ascend with even more channeled messages from July 2018. 1:11 on the timer, but first we're going to say a quick prayer. And light the tallow. This time not directly under the lens so that I'm not smoking up the lens, creating a superficial haze. All right. Just know the violet flame is litty. All right, let's go. Source of all it is, was, and will ever be. I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. Ah, yes. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the ascended masters, prophets, prophetesses, and Archangel Michael. Please surround us. For guidance and protection, specifically. Surround us in your light of protection throughout our day, be at our side, and guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment, and guide our path for the highest and greatest good. Please give the courage and strength necessary for us to face all of the challenges that are before us right now. Wrap us in your mighty wings and protect us from harsh negative energies. Thank you for always being there for us. So it is, so it is, so it is. All right. You're hearing pages flip because some of us are still stuck in the Stone Age. And we actually write things down. Yes, circa July 2018. And we are going to, again, revisit some of the channeled messages. And if you actually paid attention to yesterday's video, if you tapped in, and no worries or, no harm. If you didn't, that's perfectly okay. You can go do that now. And then come back here. Yes, some of the channeled messages from yesterday's circa 2018, and here we go, tapping back in, because some of this need to be reiterated. It needed to be reiterated. First and foremost, beloved cosmic familia, you are in a process of deep manifestation Yet, no one is aware of this because you've been tending to your own garden. And by the looks of it, you're doing better than you think. Your eye for detail is paying off. Yes, it's paying off. And when you live it, you don't just believe it, you know it. Stable ground and creating a secure environment that has possibly left others feeling defeated. But you don't seem to mind them walking away. Not even with a "I hate to see you leave" or "love to watch you walk away." No. No love and no love lost. But this doesn't mean that you don't love at all or some other kind of dark, sinister issue occurring. No, not at all. Enough is enough. And instead of dropping our guard, we are going to just sit back, still show empathy, and pick up all the remnants while knowing there's always going to be high wind obstacles in life. Some of these high winds think that they are more of high honor than others. Clearly, they do not have a solid understanding of the spoken word and the power behind it. And we are going to remind these high winds because they're definitely high on cheese and crackers, that if they think they can take anything from another, you're only doing them a favor. You're only doing us a favor by clearing the way for something greater, better, harder, stronger, longer. Do your thing, boo. See how far it gets you. Stepping back is what is helping. And these delays that we created have actually helped us become more determined and firm in decision-making processes. Unchangeable in some ways, as a leopard and a cheetah and a zebra, oh, they don't change their stripes or their spots. Oh, no, no, no. What they do is they emotionally mature. And then just give others the "you need to grow up" side eye and keep our mouths shut. Because we're not supposed to be interfering with what is meant to come in for them. And I'm not talking about their fantasies or their plot to steal from us, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. Once something is stolen, it becomes cursed. So have your whatevers and whatnots and your attachments too, boo. Ah, yes, but how progress can be made? Keep quiet. Don't bark at the world so much. Silence can be golden. Your light of hope and abundance can be seen without the fire hosing. In other words, we can accomplish more by saying less. That is progress. Oh, yes, and that undue critique. Yesterday I said that there are still some unsettled disputes. Keep in mind that these notes are from 2018. And so much has actually been solved or resolved in this amount of time. Yes. Because, why? I'm going to tell you why. Because we had the ability to see success in the failures, and it has brought us to the forefront of abundance and strengthened. Just so you know, I'm reading from my own notes from 2018. Strengthen your eye for detail. And desire for substance in your life. Sustenance beyond the surface. And you know, when that violet flame is going bing, 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 we see your shadows when you don't. We see them when you don't. Anyways, but yes, we're over here growing TF up. Yes. And until you do, cross-watchers, you will not expand diddly-ish, nor will you ascend diddly-ish. But, shh. Don't poke the bear. Yes. So, every fall is painful and makes us more aware of our true enemies. Or the truth of the matter is that we don't have any enemies. No, we don't. We don't have any enemies. Those who believe to be our enemies no longer have the ability to affect us, as we have this innate ability to stand like a redwood in the core of numerous disasters. Those high winds cleared away the fear. That's right. Cleared away the fear. And the balancing act of progress, even with adversities. as it is not the person that is the enemy. It is their behavior. And they have insatiable desires for what others have. And it seems to have also contributed to some means of our delayed changes in our lives, creating illusions, spreading lies, creating whole ass pyramid schemes through smear campaigns. Heartache and keeping it well hidden from others has shown us that although we have manifested so much with integrity and intense observation, not all that glimmers or has beautiful eyes and a pretty smile is pure gold. Congratulations on your face. Yes. Moving forward. 2. Things are. Things are finally coming together. And you are well armed, prepared as you move on, as we move on towards a more stable environment. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah. This is the age of, if you push someone out of their own home, you're only going to push them towards something greater, beloveds. And the sad part is, you'll be stuck settling for what you thought you stole. And you're going to want even more of what you pushed us towards. Keep it pushing. Ah, yes. We are armed and prepared as we move on towards a more stable environment that is more about family and integrity. Knowing that no matter where we go now, we are cared for in reciprocity, well protected as we navigate through changes and hold more sacred with a welcomed veil for our next aspiration of goals. Oh, goodness. What is helping? Those confrontations, which were the discussion of yesterday's video. We jumped right ahead to the confrontations. So what I just went over actually came before the part that we touched on yesterday pertaining to confrontations that left us feeling defeated. And in all fairness, part of that was because of not putting enough work in. Wasted, unused talent. Creative intelligence. Guilty. Or so we were. And now we're not. Imagine that. See, change does happen. Change is possible. And a lot of changes just occur organically, whether you are a believer or a willful participant or not. Just know, whoever it is, as we get back on our feet and living in our truth again, whoever it is, they're on our side and they want us to know, with proper discipline in our crafts, that there is a full cup waiting for us from the divine. Can you guess what ace that was? Think, 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 think. Go ahead, think. It's free, 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 free. Quickly decide on your craft and become more profoundly obsessed with it. Realize or relearn, remember your gifts and use them to reflect that fairness and discipline onto those who wish to see it. Those who don't, it'll be a divine and lovely reminder that they can keep what resonates and leave the rest for those who it is meant for. Because our ability to upcycle our moments in isolation, to pull ourselves out of these depressive states, will certainly be a contributing factor to our own expansion. And that's something that they simply can't take or duplicate, beloveds. When I speak on duplication in the manifestation process, I'm talking about taking what works and keep doing that. That's what that means. All right. Yes. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I have a sneeze tickling the right side of my nose and I already know it's not going to come back out. It went right back up into the sinus cavity. Ooh, that burns. Oh. Oh, I must have been just a little too harsh in my last statement. But just like that sneeze, the most relieving words and releases are yet to come. The best is yet to come. A realized passion towards life isn't quite at completion yet. We are about to be sent on a journey, beloveds. Possibly on water for some of you. Most certainly not me. Towards more success, and most of it being in self-discoveries leading to the mastering of our crafts. Practicing healthy habits, moving away from bad habits. Consistency leads to what? Self-mastery. All right. And then, by continuously processing life and working with our own intuitions and letting go of others' opinions of us, which we already did, and if you haven't, here's your sign. The Divine Master will honor us with residual rewards destined to be our version of success. While we do nothing, we have energies around us that want to help us. And we still need to continue reminding ourselves of our own worth, extrovert that from time to time, but keep most of our dreams well hidden as we articulate them into our reality in order to bring back and maintain harmony. Even though we're not having an eclipse at the moment, I have that song Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler in my head. I guess that's what happens when you actually develop emotional maturity. Here we go into the Radiant Rider-Waite for some primary energy for part 1 of today's part 1 of today's what would it be? Reflections, revisiting with that Ace of Pentacles. Wow. I legit just told you what was going to happen. And look, here it is. Here it is, right before our eyes. I told you we've been tending to our own garden. Look at how beautiful and blessed that garden is. Ain't no mountain high enough. Source knows the way to us. That's right. Source knows the way to us. And in comes more opportunity to reinforce rightful discernment on who we're going to share this offer of gratitude. All right. What an absolute blessing. Whew. Luck. Even if you don't believe in luck, it's clearly on our side. So, now that we have a signifier, we're going to go ahead and draw part 1 to a close from here and move on to part 2. See you on the other side, beloveds, and brightest blessings.